another story time for you. This one is going to be one I've talked about multiple times in previous videos, but I've finally grown the balls to talk about in an actual video for itself. Yay! And for those of you guys who are gonna be like, oh my god, I thought this was a wrestling channel, stick to wrestling videos. Well, here's the thing. I want you to come close, and listen very closely to what I say to you. Suck my non-existent dick, because I don't care. This is my channel, and if you don't like what I post, then please feel free to unsubscribe, because I don't need peasants in my life. I know that I have my beautiful purple knights that I mentioned how much I love you guys. You guys are so amazing, and I seriously cannot thank you guys enough for your support, and I love you, so thank you so much for supporting me, even when I'm a rambly ass weirdo and you're like, what is this, Angie? But you still support me. Moving on from that sap though, bouncy. I'm sorry. This is why I can't make videos in my bed. It bounces. This video is going to be the story time, the most awkward Tinder date of my life ever. I have not written anything down for this video. Usually I'll write notes down like, hey, this happened, just to remind myself like, oh yeah, don't forget this, because I didn't do anything for this video. So I'm going off complete memory, and that's a very bad thing for me. I'm like Dory, but worse. We're gonna start off from the beginning. I met this guy on Tinder. Oh my god, whoa, weird, right? Yeah. The reason I like this guy is because he had abs. Is that bad? I feel like that's a bad start to any story, but it's true. He had this picture, and I'm gonna try to reenact it for you guys the best I can, because I'm not gonna show the pictures in here. I'm not gonna show his name. I'm not gonna like whatever, because I don't want you guys to like attack him. I don't know if my purple knights won't, but I know peasants probably would, because they have no life. So like that's the reason I liked him, because it's like, oh, he's into fitness, girl. Let's talk about fitness, right? Yeah. So I talked to this guy for about 4 months. 4 months before we met in person, and the reason is because when I liked him and he liked me back, God, I sound so gay. When we liked each other on Tinder, I was not home. I was visiting my sister 100 and something miles from where I live. He lived in the city. I live in like this piece of shit nowhere, like you couldn't even find it on a map kind of shit, you know? When we first started talking, I was about to leave. It was probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 days before I was about to leave and go home, and I was like, at this point, I don't know, I was kind of like scared, because every guy I talked to when I told them I lived far away, or not even that far away, but like I didn't live in the city, it was kind of like a deal breaker, you know, because it's like, I just want to Netflix and chill, I just want to get laid, like, blah, blah. You know, that's what Tinder is, right? Yeah, I'm not stupid, I know. You can have hopes, you know, you can have good conversations with people, okay? That's what I thought anyway. I told him, I was like, I don't live here, I'm going home tomorrow, and he's like, okay. So anyway, like the first few months, literally the first 2 months we were talking was nothing. It was nothing. We were just texting. It was like not even every day. It was like every other day we were just texting, like just teeth check. Just when I wear lipstick, I don't know, you know? Okay. So it kind of was nothing, you know? It was just like another person. Like, who cares? I'm talking to this guy. Like, who cares? Like, he doesn't care, I don't care, who cares, nobody, okay. So, one night randomly, we were texting, and he just calls me, out of nowhere, like, he just calls me, and I'm like, okay. So, like, keep in mind, I've never heard this guy's voice before, like, I've never seen this guy in real life, nothing. I've seen pictures, that's it. Like, we were Snapchatting too. In case you guys don't know, I was catfished once from somebody on Xbox. I was fucking, like, 13, no. That was a lie. I was 14 going on 15 when I met this guy, so give me a goddamn break, alright? I'm 18 now, like, not a big deal, but still a big deal. Point is, I was catfished before, so nowadays when I talk to anybody, it's like, send me a picture. What are you doing? Huh? Send me a picture. I don't care if I seen you yesterday at the gym. Send me a picture so I know you're not fake. I know you're not just wearing this guy's skin. Like, I'm a fucking freak. So, like, anyway, he called me this night, and we were talking. It was like a 5-minute phone call. He was just like, oh, I just called to say goodnight, and I'm just like, oh, okay, good night, and then like, you know, small talk, whatever, and he hung up. So we started talking more and more, and I mean, like, every day. I eventually got to the point where we were talking every day. You know, he was texting every day, like, these cute little texts, and it's like, I was so happy. I'm not even gonna lie, like, I was so happy because I felt like I could really talk to this guy. I felt like everything was great, like, he understood me, and, you know, everything you look for when you're looking for someone. I remember one night, how I remember it, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I was drunk, and I just want to say right now, don't underage drink. It's terrible. I'm not recommending it. It's terrible. Like, I don't fucking believe in that shit anymore. It's terrible. Okay, it is very bad. It leads to nothing good in life. So at this point, I mean, we both knew that we liked each other. Like, it was obvious. We made sure that each other knew because, you know, like, flirting's fun, like, you know, whatever. So we both knew that we liked each other. I honestly don't remember any of the conversation except for this part. He told me, in my heart, I am yours forever. And I was like, oh my god, that is so cute, right? Like, I was drunk. Okay, I don't care. I thought it was the cutest fucking thing. Like, I got goosebumps. I was like, oh, this guy's amazing. Like, I thought I was just in love at that moment. I thought I was in love. I was like, I need this guy right now. I made a picture on my phone. I set it as my background, and like, it was just cringe. I just thought that my hair was in a bun, and all of a sudden, it's not. Was it? I don't know. We're just not gonna care. So at this point, we are like very, very close. You know, we are basically like, I don't even know what to call it, like long distance boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah, I know. I learned my lesson, guys. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Okay? Just shut up. It is, I don't know, like a few days before Christmas, and we both decided we're gonna get each other something for Christmas, right? I remember one night he called me and he was like, well, we were talking for a while, but then he was like, hey, I wanna get you something for Christmas. And I was like, God damn it. Like, at that point, that is exactly what I felt, and I know that right there is a red flag, because I didn't want to get him, so, like, I didn't want that. I didn't want it to be that serious yet, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, God damn it, I have to get him something if he gets me something, like, ah! But I was like, oh yeah, great, I'll get you something too, like, ah! We decided we're gonna get each other something for Christmas, woo, big deal, whatever. And it's a few days before Christmas, and we decided to meet up halfway, right? Because he lives here, I live here, so we decided we're gonna meet up halfway 50-50, right? Here, except at this time, I didn't have my driver's license, and I wasn't 18, and my parents' rule for dating in my family is that you have to be 18 years old to date. So, the only way this was gonna happen is if my mom came with me, and I just wanna let you guys know, I didn't even tell her about this, about the whole situation that was going on. I was just gonna send it because I didn't want this to happen. It's not that my mom was like embarrassing or anything like that, it's just like, I didn't want this to happen. I just didn't want to tell my mom about it. Like, I didn't want to ask because I knew exactly what she would say. I knew she would be like, dude, remember what happened last time? This time, I was just so scared. I was like, I'm not even going to take the risk. But I told my sister about it, and then she asked my mom. And then my mom is like, why didn't you tell me? Well, you can do it. And I'm like, what? But then she's like, we will go, and we will deliver it this day. And I'm just like, we, mom, we. There automatically goes my fairy tale dreams of this romantic ass meeting where it's like, oh, we run into each other's arms and we just hug and we love and we're like, oh, eye contact of life. And no, that didn't happen at all. So it is the day that we are supposed to go meet him halfway. But you know what? It's not just me and my mom, okay? It's me, my mom, my sister, and my niece. And to make things better, we are in a minivan. It's red. It's a red minivan. I get out of the car and I go, and everybody else stays in the car, okay? I get out of the car and I go and he's there, so like we hug and it's just awkward, you know, because it's like, I'm hugging you, but I know my mom and my sister and my niece are watching me right there. And we hug, whatever, we're talking, we exchange gifts, and then my mom gets out of the car, and teeth check, you're welcome. And, yeah, they're talking, because at this point, I'm just done. I'm done, because he's already hugged me, like, twice. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm a very big, like, parent pleaser. I don't want my parents to see me have a relationship, if that makes sense. I don't know, okay? I feel like it's out of respect. I don't want them to see me do anything that's not respectful to them. Like, I don't know. I feel like even hugging, like, I feel like if you're in a relationship and you're by parents, you shouldn't even touch each other. Like, don't fucking do it. Like, don't. It's not that my parents would get mad or angry about it. It's just that I feel like it is out of respect. Don't fucking touch me, you know? And, like, he kept, like, giving me hugs, and I'm just like, oh my god, stop. Like, my mom is right there. Like, what is wrong with you? At this point, they're just talking. I'm just like, awkward conversation, like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm losing my mind. I felt like my brain was going to pop. Finally, we leave. It's another fucking hug. It's so awkward, and like, it's such a long hug, and it's just like, okay, stop. Like, stop. Just stop. Like, I was like a turtle. Like, trying to hide in my shell. It didn't go so well. Like, it just didn't work out for me. So we're moving on, and somehow that didn't scare him away because, like, we're still talking, we're still close, whatever. So we decided that January 1st, New Year's, he was going to come up to my town and we were gonna go out. Okay, that's amazing. Like, that's sweet. I thought it was, like, the cutest thing. I was like, finally, we're just gonna be able to, like, go out and have a good time. Like, whatever. It was like, I was excited. I really was. Like, I packed this picnic, okay? I'm just telling you guys right now because this plays a part in the whole thing for me. It's like we were gonna go somewhere and just eat and just talk. And just like, that's enough for me. Like, I don't care. I don't need anything else. Like, that's enough. I just figured out what's wrong with my hair. I'm gonna fix it. Okay, so it is the night before we are supposed to go out for New Year's. Alright, I'm trying to go to bed early so that I can be energized and awake because our date was, we were supposed to go hiking and it was supposed to be great, and then we were gonna eat and then we were gonna talk, and like, I had this whole amazing thing just planned out in my head. So he calls me that night and he's like, hey, and I'm just like, I'm sleeping, motherfucker, what's up? And I was literally asleep when he called me, and it pissed me off because it took me hours to fall asleep. I'm just saying now because, like, I'm being honest with you guys. And then he's like, how would you feel if, like, I brought my friends up and we all just had, like, this triple date and, like, blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, I don't even know you. I don't even know you that much, like, in person. Okay, I know you over text message, but you can be anybody over text message. I don't know you in real life. I dropped my phone. I don't know you in real life, okay? Like, I don't know anything about you. Like, you're seriously gonna be like, oh, is it okay if we have, like, this triple date? No. I was like, you know what? You do whatever you want to do. I don't care. I need to go to sleep. I was sleeping. You woke me up, like, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't mean to be angry, but I was. And, like, especially the fact that, like, I wanted it to be just us. I wanted it to be just, like, this special, amazing moment. But he wanted it to be, like, a bunch of people. I'm just like, are you serious? Like, I don't even know you and you want me to know all your friends. You want me to be, like, social for all your friends. Like, I don't even like being social in the first place, dude. I didn't know what I was expecting the next day. And I got ready and I went. He called me on the drive there and I wasn't there. Actually, I was late. Oops. But, yeah, he called me on the drive there and he's like, oh, it's just me. And I was like, oh, you made the right decision. It turns out he was drunk that night and he was hanging out with his friends and he was talking about what was happening. Oh, I feel honored now. But anyway, so no. So it was just him. Thank God he was smart enough to understand that I didn't want them to be there. Eventually, he's there, and I'm late because I'm a terrible person. But we get there, we hug, we're like happy. So we both decide that we are going to go hiking. We are going to go on this trail that I've never gotten to go to yet, so I was very excited. We went there. We started walking this trail, but we walked it wrong. And, okay, basically, let me just explain. If you want to go the full trail, which is like, you know, 1.5 miles, it's not that big, it's not whatever, but it's really pretty. You go this way. But we went straight because I've never been there before. I don't know. So we went straight up this, and at this time, like, it is January, you guys, January 1st. It's cold! It's cold, it's snowy, it's wet, it's gross. I'm in boots, I'm in a hoodie, like, we're all just, like, snuggled up because it's fucking freezing, right? And as we're walking, it's like, I feel like an obese man. I'm like breathing like a fat person walking upstairs because I'm already, like, I already had a sore throat. And, like, I'm just like, as we're walking up this hill that is like this. I'm not even kidding. This is like a straight line, like whatever. We get up there, and then we find out it's just a road. Like, there's just a road. There's nothing cool at the end of that. So we go to the park, and we're walking. My park is really cool. They have these little spots where you can stop and do, like, pull-ups. They have, like, these bars where you can do pull-ups, and then they have, like, a bunch of other exercising things along the way where you can stop and do, like, sit-ups. You can do, like, all kinds of crunches, like all kinds of different exercising things and like just fun things you can stop and stretch and do whatever. So we stopped and we were doing pull-ups. By the way, I could do more pull-ups in them. Boom! So like we're just talking and just walking the whole time. It's nice, you know, we're just having conversation. The whole time I'm not happy. Like, I don't even know what is wrong with me. I just don't feel like I want to be there. I don't know how to explain it. I just wasn't happy to be there. I felt so uncomfortable. Maybe it's just because I'm an awkward person and that's the way I am. But I don't know. The whole time he's like trying to like wrap his arms around me from behind. Like, I remember because he did that. He wrapped his arms around me as we're walking down this hill. And you know, like any normal person, right, to have a sweet romantic moment, like you'd stop and he'd like look up and like, it'd be like so romantic, right? Like I didn't stop walking, so we're like walking, and he's like wrapped around. It's like it was just so funny to me. Like if I seen it from a third person perspective, I probably would have just fucking laughed my ass off. But anyway, eventually we're on this bench and we're just talking and we're taking selfies, and these guys behind us start photobombing us, and then we like take pictures of them because we're like, oh, it's so funny, they're photobombing. It's like whatever. So after we walk the whole trail around the park, we're just like waiting in the parking lot, and then this lady comes over and she's like jogging, and he fucking goes and he asks her, because I was like, go ask her, go ask her. So he goes and he asks her like, hey, like what's fun to do up here, you know? Because like even I didn't know. I live here and I don't know what's fun to do because I'm just so antisocial, you guys. I don't do shit in my life. She's like, you can go to bars, and we're like, we're not old enough. And she's like, good luck, and then she left. So we decided to go to the bowling alley. We went bowling, yeah, it was so fun, and like every time I sat down, like it was so fucking awkward because I didn't want any of this, like I don't know, okay? Every time we would sit down, like he put his hand on my leg, and it's like, yeah, so sweet, right? No, it was like, why are you touching me? Like I felt so like I just wanted to cut his hand off, like don't touch me. Something I forgot to mention in the video is that the entire time we were sitting down, like he was like laying on me and like trying to cuddle and all this weird stuff. Like there was this group of guys behind us, and like they were laughing, and it was not good. Like I don't know what my issue was. I honestly don't, because there's nothing wrong with this guy. Like he's nice, he's sweet, he's amazing. I hope he has an amazing life now, but like I just didn't, what the fuck? I just didn't want him, okay? I just did it. But anyway, so like he kept like putting his hand on me, like whatever, and at this point he kept trying to like kiss me. And every time he did, like, cause I just knew he was like going to, so I would like look over here, like he's right here, right? So he would like go into kiss, so I would just like look over, and he like kissed my ear so many times. You guys have no idea. He kissed my ear probably over, I don't know, like 8 times probably, until finally I was like, fine. And like, oh my god, the most awkward kiss of my life. Seriously, it was like, mwah! like I like pulled. And then I went up and because it was my turn to go bowling. So it's like, thank God, it's my turn right now. But it's so bad. It was so bad. Such an awkward fucking kid. After we're bowling, whatever, I won, by the way. And I feel like he got so sad when he lost, and then I feel like I needed to like stop winning so that he wasn't feeling sad, but I couldn't stop winning. But anyway, so then after the bowling alley, go to a grocery store because he hasn't eaten since he got there. It's like 3 hours later at this point, and he hasn't eaten at all because he refused to eat the shit that I had. He refused to eat it, and that pissed me off so bad. Like I was so mad. I was like, are you serious? I fucking planned this. And I don't know if he knew that or not, but like it just pissed me off so bad that he wouldn't eat it, because it was like, what, I poisoned it? Like, are you serious? And out of all things, he fucking picked like in this egg salad. We get his egg salad and my drink, and we go, and he's eating, he's just woofing it down. And then it's time for him to go, and it's like, okay, I don't want you to drive when it's dark, so you gotta go, like, you gotta go, you know? He, like, grabbed my face and he, like, kissed me, but the thing is, he just ate eggs, you guys. I was vegan, like, I'm vegan, okay? So it was so gross to me, I couldn't even handle it. The fact that he just ate eggs was the only thing I could think about. And you guys can call me a crazy vegan. It's not just because I was a crazy vegan. Like, I didn't want to kiss him in the first place, even before he ate eggs, okay? But then he did this, and I was just like, oh my god. Like, that happened, and then he left, and that was that. That is the most awkward Tinder date of my life. It was just so bad. It was so bad. And I was so thankful for those guys who, like, photobombed us, because I felt like he was trying to kiss me then, but I like wouldn't let it happen, if that makes sense. I was just like, I kept rejecting him, and I feel so bad now, but at the same time I don't. And I just want to make it very clear, I am not trying to like bash this guy in any way. I think he's an amazing person, absolutely, but he's just not meant for me. We were just not meant for each other, and that's the way that life is sometimes. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. That was my very dragged out long story time and my awkward Tinder date. So anyway, I'll leave some in the description. Don't forget, Alex is key. Don't be a peasant.